Immortals had long memories. Interrogators viewed personal connections to other people as a liability. I preferred to see friends as a perk of life.
You have been seen in the company of Charles Roone and the other members of the so-called House Roone.
Captain Norton continued.
House Roone is not an officially recognized body of the Vampire Kingdom.
The female interrogator said in a low, eerie whisper. The vampire's whole body shook.
That's Selena Singh,
Jay said behind me.
She's one of the best interrogators of the Legion. My father speaks highly of her.
Which was reason enough for concern. I'd never heard Colonel Fireswift speak highly of anyone, the other angels included. Major Singh must have been a cruel beast for him to admire her. I looked at her. She'd have been taller than her male colleague even without the massively high heels she wore. With them, she towered over him, and over the whimpering vampire bolted to the chair.
The vampires of House Roone are rogues,
she told the vampire.
Rogues are dangerous creatures, Mr. Ferros. They turn humans into vampires whenever they feel like it, without the approval of the Vampire King or the Legion of Angels. Rogue vampires believe themselves above the laws of this earth, above the laws of the gods.
She leaned in, her face stopping only inches from his.
Do you believe yourself above the laws of the gods?
The vampire shook his head.
And yet you are one of the vampires made by House Roone,
said Captain Norton.
You knew they were a rogue group, and yet you willingly joined them.
Please, the vampire croaked.
Have mercy. The Legion of Angels offers mercy and protection to all loyal, rule-abiding citizens, Mr. Ferros.
Major Singh declared, braiding her fingers together.
We show no mercy to traitors who spit on the gods' laws.
The vampire sagged against his restraints.
Do you know why the transformation of vampires is so highly regulated, Mr. Ferros?
She asked him. The vampire said nothing. He didn't even look at her.
Because vampires are dangerous beings,
she said.
Every vampire is a potential bloodbath. They are strong, fast, and have an insatiable appetite for human blood. Candidates must be thoroughly screened to weed out individuals with a weak constitution, and all candidates who pass the rigorous screening and become vampires are carefully observed by the vampire house that made them. For 1 whole year, they cannot go anywhere alone. A guard from their house is always with them, ready to execute them if they cross the line. This procedure is for everyone's protection. It's how we keep people safe.
She grabbed the vampire's face between her thumb and index finger, tilting it up until his gaze met hers.
Do you know how rogue vampires keep people safe?
He swallowed hard.
They don't, she hissed. They create vampires whenever it suits them, which is usually when they need more bodies to fight for them. They make vampires out of murderers, rapists, and other criminals. Becoming a vampire doesn't change who you are inside. It only magnifies your most defining personality traits.
Captain Norton stood behind his colleague, his face quiet, almost serene.
Before Charles Roone turned you into a vampire and you changed your name, you were Julian Kane.
The vampire looked up at the mention of his former name.
You lived a respectable life as a member of the Kane Coven, one of New York's most prestigious witch covens.
Captain Norton continued.
Though your parents are both witches of great power, you inherited none of their gift. You had no significant magic of your own, so the Coven offered you the position of their accountant.
Forced me? Captain Norton looked at the vampire.
They forced me to be their accountant. He ground out. My parents forced me to take it. It was the only job that didn't require magic, the only way for me to be part of the Coven. The great Henry and Alexa Kane were too proud to admit to the other covens that they had spawned a magical dud. The Kanes have another child, your younger sister, Marina, a magical genius,
said Major Singh. The vampire frowned at them.
If you're trying to rub my face in my wretched inadequacy, you're 20 years too late.
Major Singh gave him a cool smile.
Mr. Ferros.